If you're going to use the Lush Henna, especially if it's your first time, you need to watch this video. Hola Todos! Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I colored my hair with the henna from Lush. I decided to go with CACA BRUN, which is their second to darkest shade. It's their like rich chocolate shade, and we'll see how it turns out. The first step is to set up your area. So I have a chair that I'm sitting on right now, and then I have another chair where I have my henna ready and prepared. I washed my hair and let it dry. I did not apply any conditioner. I just did shampoo today. Do wear pants, but they will get stained. Just don't do it on bare legs because it might stain your skin, and we don't want that to happen. For your top, you can wear a shirt that you don't mind getting stained, or if you have a brown towel, I think that won't get stained because it's just brown, so who cares? So whenever you're using a towel, just make sure you get a clip, just one of these for the hair. They work really well, and just put it right there, and then you just leave it, and then it'll just let you work. And if you don't have any of those things, you can always take a trash bag and fashion it into a nice cape. I'm just gonna use my shirt because I don't want to make too much noise for you guys with a plastic bag. You're also gonna need gloves. I just got these from Target. Now I'm taking one of the massage bars, and I'm just gonna apply it everywhere in my forearms and just anywhere that's not covered with clothes. Once I'm done with that, it's time to prepare the hairline. I'm using the Argan Balm from Josie Marin. They recommend that you use the Ultra Balm because that's their balm, but it really doesn't make a difference. You can use Vaseline. I'm just sticking my finger in there. I already have my gloves on, and just putting it all along the hairline, and then I'm gonna put it behind the neck and all over the ears, just everywhere that's going to be close to the henna. I'm going to take my hairbrush and I'm going to brush through my hair, and I am going to show you the best way ever to apply this henna because I have seen it applied by so many people here on YouTube and by Lush themselves, and I just think it's really messy. And then on YouTube, I found this video from this girl. I will post it in the description of this video so that you guys can go check her out. She helped me out so much because that is the ultimate way to apply henna. This is the only way it should be done, seriously. I have my bowl of henna right here, and I am using this brush to apply it. It has a bunch of henna on it because I was kind of using it to stir everything. So this is what it looks like, and it has a pointy end. I just got this at Sally's Beauty Supply, and I totally recommend that you get this. Believe me. So first I'm gonna part my hair down the middle. I'm starting with a section on the very crown of my hair. I'm gonna take the brush and I put some henna on it, and I am gonna paint it on. As you can see, it's not very movable, it's very muddy, and I'm gonna show you the back did not get any henna on there. So you just have to make sure to make smallish sections and apply it to the front and to the back. Make sure you get into the roots. Then you massage it through to make sure every hair is covered, and then I go to the mids and ends of my hair. For this section of hair, I find it easier to just rest the hair strand on my hand and just paint it on, and it's just easy to just flip it over and do the same thing to all sides. Another very important tip is do this in front of a mirror. That's why I keep looking at my visor, because you really need to, for some sections, like right now I can see my hair right in front of me, but whenever you're doing your roots and just the top of your hair, you really need a mirror to see where you're putting everything. Now you twist it and you start making a bun at the top of your head, and it will just stick there because this is very sticky mud, so it'll just stay there. You don't need to do anything else about it. So doing it this way, all the hair strands that you already did are completely out of your way, so you don't need to worry about them anymore. Now I'm going to take the next section, and remember, that is why the pointiness is so important. I'm just gonna paint it on there. It really doesn't matter if you're a little sloppy because you're gonna do your whole head anyway. So if some of the color falls in like somewhere outside your strand, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just using my head as a base to paint this on. Once you get to the very bottom where I'm at right now, I already did all the top of my head. I find it easier to just use my hands. So I just take some of the henna and just put it all over like this. And just work it in with your gloved hands. And keep putting it to the top. I had to sweep, vacuum, clean up all those newspapers, so it did take a while, but now we're good. So the first thing is that, as you can see, I have a pretty good beehive going on. So first things first, I did not wrap it in saran wrap, and I'm not going to, because the heat is what brings out the red tones in the henna. So I'm just gonna keep it just as free as possible. But to be honest, it does fall. Like, I've had it on my hair for about 30 minutes or so. It's already it's definitely not dry, but parts of it, even though I smoothed it out as much as possible, and I do want you to see that, like, I had some of it left over, and I just worked that and just put it on top of everything to make it into a helmet, so that most of it would just be very uniform and even, so that it wouldn't crumble around, because I'm not using saran wrap. So that is a very important tip that I have for you. So just smooth it out as much as you can first, so that it just looks like this. And I'm really not having much of a problem right now. It took me over an hour to apply it, so definitely I would say take your time. Don't get too stressed out if time is passing, because you have to leave it on for like 4 hours or so. A lot of people mention that the heat starts making it melt around your head. My head actually feels really cool right now. I think that happens only when you wrap it in saran wrap. I'm gonna leave it on for 4 hours. That's the plan. I will get back to you if anything changes in the next check-in. A little check-in before I take it off. It's been about 4 hours. My head feels really cool. I was actually expecting to feel very hot, because it's this helmet of mud basically that you're wearing on your head. And I don't even feel that in my head. It's like an actual helmet. This is the first day after coloring my hair with the henna. I do have some gray hairs. Literally just about 5 or 6. It's not a big deal whatsoever. After I showered and I was doing my hair, I kind of saw them and they were still there, so I was kind of disappointed in that. The CACA BRUN, because of the indigo, it keeps developing up to 3 days after you actually apply it. I am hoping that they will change, or at least not looking white. My hair color will continue to change a little bit. I hope not too much, because I am in love with it right now. This is day 4 after applying the henna, so definitely it should be done reacting and changing color or anything like that. Not that I noticed too much about that, but I'm going to go over the whole process and how my entire experience was. First of all, the color that it gave me is exactly what I wanted. The difference is still subtle, but you can absolutely see a difference in the hair, especially if you look at them side by side. So as I put in earlier in the video, I did take a video of my hair in the sunlight with the Strand Test next to a strand of hair that didn't have any henna in it, and that is basically what happened. My hair had a lot of reddish tones in it, and then it was a lot lighter, and now it just turned a very deep brown, which is exactly what I wanted. I was kind of afraid of it giving me kind of red hair, because henna is actually red, but they mix it with indigo and coffee to be able to get that deep rich brown. About gray hairs, like I told you guys, I do have like seriously just a handful of gray hairs, but they're still there and I want to get rid of them. So that's one of the things that I was looking for, and the very first day my gray hairs were exactly the same, and they were just stark white and they were just right there. But as I will go right now in the video, I will show you a close-up of what they look like and what happened. If you can see that one hair right there, and then a couple more in this section of my hair, they turned more blonde than anything else, if you see this guy right here, but they really blend into the hair. Like if you look at this section of hair, I don't know if you can even tell that there's like 4 or 5 blonde hairs in there. So they just turned blonde, but they do blend into the hair very well. Like you can see one of them right there. So they're definitely blonde and not like very dark brown, but they blend in very well. I left my hair parted weird so that you guys can see. That's exactly what I show you guys in the video. If you are looking for full gray coverage, supposedly as the more that you use the henna, the more color that will stay in your hair, as I understand it. So again, this is only my first time, so I can't attest to that, but apparently if you use it again like in a month or so, then you should be fine. In terms of texture and how my hair feels, it feels exactly the same as it did before. They did tell me that, you know, it has so many butters and everything, so it's a great treatment for the hair. And I'm sure it didn't do anything bad whatsoever, but it just feels kind of the same. And then as far as texture, I'm really happy because my hair is just as curly as it ever was, because I was a little bit afraid, I don't know why, not that I had heard anything, but I was a little bit afraid of it relaxing my curls a little bit, but it didn't. My curls look exactly the same as they always have, so I'm very happy about that. For thickness, I've seen a lot of videos of people saying that they feel that they have twice as much hair and stuff like that. My hair is definitely thicker, but I wouldn't say it's twice the, I feel like I have twice the amount of hair or anything like that, but it's definitely fuller in a sense. So it did help with the volume and the fullness of my hair. In terms of shine, I think that the hair is very, very shiny, way more than my hair naturally was. So I would definitely say that it gives you shine. I have heard that it's supposed to last you for about 5 to 6 months. A few tips that I have for you. One, just be prepared. Watch this video and just watch it again and again, however many times you need, to make sure that you have down exactly what the steps are going to be for you to be able to do this. The other tip that I have for you is do the strand test. I did the strand test, and that's what really got me to do my whole head, because I was happy with the color that I got, and I was actually really, really happy. Like seeing it right next to the other strands of hair, I could really see that that's exactly what I wanted. So do the strand test and make sure that you like it and that you like what it's doing to you and that you don't have any allergies or anything like that. Don't forget your gloves. Any skin that is going to be uncovered, please cover it with the massage bar or with Vaseline, just anything you have available, because that is going to be a barrier between that and if any henna gets on you, because I definitely had henna in my forearms in some parts after I was done putting it on, and then I just washed it off and I did not have any stains whatsoever, not in my hands or my fingers or my forearms or anywhere. That has been it. I above all hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. I hope that you saw these tips and just tricks and things that I found from doing my henna on myself. You were able to just feel a little bit more relaxed about the process, because it really was fun as long as you're prepared for what's to come and you see exactly what needs to be done, because that way, I don't know, at least I like to be prepared for situations. If you have done henna or if you are planning on doing the Lush henna on yourself, then please, if you have any questions or any comments, then please leave them on the description of this video. And if you have used the Lush henna, please let me know which color you did and how it turned out, because I would love to know what you have done, and if you have any, again, tips or anything like that. If you have any video requests also, please let me know in the comment section of this video. I will see you guys tomorrow, and please subscribe so that we can stay connected. Bye!